All right, I'm live, I think. Got one in the house. One in the house, another rainy, stinky rainy day, off and on. Two in the house. And this, it says Friday live stream. That ain't right. This is, where is it? Where is it? I don't, there it is. Junk Dogs Live at 5. There we go. Now it's right. Too much stuff. Now I only got one in the house. I think maybe people might be getting tired of my same old, same old. I'm kind of getting tired of it myself. Yeah, it's kind of been a rainy day. Two in the house. Cup of coffee. Three in the house. Well, they're on the porch. They ain't in the house yet. Three on the porch. Two on the porch. My head's itching. Hard for me to wash my hair. Well, you know what? I think while I'm sitting here waiting, I'll test my blood sugar. See what it is. It's been running pretty good. Pretty good. Let's see. Stick that in there. Three in on the porch. Three on the porch. But nobody in the house. All right. There it goes. Let's see what it is. Four on the porch. 81. Holy crap. Mom, those meds, that metformin that doctor sent me is working. That might get my A1C in check. 81. Holy crap. It was 94 today, this morning and 81 just now. And there's Lisa. How you doing, dear? Lisa, that pine cone, what did you call it? Pine cone ginger lily. People are making shampoo. They call it shampoo, and they're squeezing it out of them cones. They claim it's a natural shampoo. I don't know. But and people are selling the roots off of them things on eBay. 4 little pieces I seen going on there for $21. Now there's a bunch of them roots out there on this stuff. I've kind of stuck around in there a while ago, and I got 5 on the porch and 1 in the house. Okay, and it's starting to fascinate the heck out of me. I am definitely going to get some of them in a pot because they're like $20, $25 a piece. I've seen them in these nurseries for $20, $25. For it's got 2 little plants in it. It's a neat plant. Yeah, it's really got me curious. I don't think I'm gonna try to make no shampoo, but those cones are gonna turn kind of a reddish color. Still 5 on the porch and 1 in the house. Got rained out again. I've been going out there. It's extremely hard for me to work on that stuff that's down there on the ground. Uh, and I've been walking just a little bit. I've been walking. Matter of fact, this morning when I got up and made coffee, I pulled up my wheelchair up to the counter where the coffee pot's out. I got out of the wheelchair and I completely made the coffee and walked all the way around the counters to the refrigerator and freezer, got some stuff out of there, and walked back to my wheel. Of course, I was close to the counter. So I think I'm walking a little bit better. But this time of day now, my legs is really tired, and I don't know if it's from scooting along with my feet on this wheelchair or what, but I don't try to walk this time of day. But I only got 4 on the porch now. I tell you, I'm trying to decide which plants. There's some plants out there I ain't got no interest in at all. Unfortunately, some of them are my daughter's and I can't get rid of them. But some of them are mine that I've got no interest in at all, and I'm trying to lighten the load on my plate a little bit. Because come this fall, I'm gonna have a lot of stuff to cover up and winter over. Because I'm gonna try to winter over my pepper plants, my eggplants, and 1 or 2 tomato plants, and maybe the cherry. I've got cherry tomato plants that has rooted. Well, not rooted. It's the ones I put the seeds in the napkins, and I've got 5 of them. Hey, Brad, how you doing, sir? Appreciate you stopping by. I decided just to go back to my live at 5 thing. I kind of changed it before because it was running real close to when Crazy Family was doing theirs. They was doing theirs like at 3 o'clock or something like that. And I sure don't want to be bumping heads with them. I for sure lose. But gosh, I'm really concerned about Marty. They did a video about 4 or 5 days ago, a short video of Alan doing that little dance thing, and Marty did a video over a week ago, and that's all he's done. And he told me yesterday when Alan come on there and wanted to show me the pictures that I sent him, and Marty said he's really been hurting. Man, I hate it. I hate to see him like that. But I wonder if when he don't go, does people still come by and pick that stuff up, or does it just go to waste? Because he gets a lot of stuff, you know. Boy, I tell you what, uh, we are in, we ain't in deep trouble here yet, but things is getting slim in this house because the my stamps, I was getting almost $100 more a month, and so was Donovan. I think, you know, because of the COVID thing, and my daughter was even getting some. But now they've cut that out, and I thought things was getting kind of bare in there, and that's what it is. Things is getting tight. I have really got to figure out something. I need to do something on this YouTube channel that can get me some views and stuff that's going, instead of this same old BS that I've been doing. It ain't squat. And y'all don't have to be nice and tell me it is, because I know it's not. Uh, I think he did post that, Lisa. I think he did. But all I would like to get $200 or $300 a month, and I'm not getting $30 a month. Takes me 3 months to get a check. But I'm not used to not being able to provide. I think I'd get used to it because it's been like that now for the last 5 or 6 years. Well, actually, I started going downhill when my wife passed away. But I got to stop using that crutch. Uh, Boy, I wished I could do. There's one guy on the YouTube now that's doing upholstering furniture. He's showing you how to upholster a sofa bed or a chair or a stool, and he's making a killing. When I say a killing, he's getting like 60, 70,000 views. And I've wanted to do that for a while, but just wasn't able to. Uh, I, if I could still drive, I could go to a friend of mine that's still in business, Parker's Upholstery, and I can go in there. He would let me make videos of when they're doing a sofa or a chair or something. I could video the whole thing there and put that up. Maybe that would work. Ow, man! I had a cramp last night in my leg. Well, it's in my foot and ankle. But yeah, that guy's doing good. I would love. I wish I could. I would love to just build the reproduction stuff, the brand new stuff. But I gotta have a little shop to do it and all that, so that's out of the question. And I don't know. I probably couldn't even pick up a staple gun right now with my arms as weak as they are. Uh, I'd sure like just build one more chair or something. All right, I wouldn't mind building a Duncan 5. The Duncan 5 or Country France. All that stuff's beautiful stuff. And it's high end stuff. It's quality stuff. Hey Tina, how you doing, dear? Oh, but yeah, I meant to put a video up on my thing here, a video clip of them squeezing them pine cone things off of them ginger plants to see that stuff. But it's amazing how much liquid comes out of them things. They take and they point the pine cone down and hold a jar, and then they squeeze that cone with the other hand, and that stuff goes running out. Pretty heavy. And then they say you can also use it for a skin conditioner. I don't know, you know. Seemed like to me if it's shampoo, it wouldn't work as a skin conditioner, but who knows? And I seen somewhere somebody give their dogs a bath with that. And my little dog, she's got a problem with something. She keeps going after right on the back or at the base of her tail, and it's getting bare, and I need to take her to the vet, but I can't afford it. And I was sitting there talking to my dog, of course. And I was telling her, baby, I wish I could take you to the doctor. But I guess there's something I could buy across the counter that might help that. Some of y'all might have some suggestions. Got 10 on the porch, and about half of them's in the house. I only got 9 on the porch now. But yeah, I'm trying to thin out some stuff out there that stuff I don't particularly like, and I don't know why I even. I guess I rooted some of that stuff just to see if I could. And every day I got to stop taking cuttings. I took a cutting a while ago. Where is that? So I got it under a dome right now. It's I was out there staking my eggplants, you know, and I noticed a couple of suckers coming up between some limbs, and I cut one of them was pretty good size, and I cut that off. And I'm just seeing if I can root it. If it roots, I'll go ahead and put it in a container. But I love eggplants. But I sure didn't know they were perennials. I didn't know tomatoes. I didn't know a tomato wasn't a vegetable. It's a fruit. I didn't know that. I should have known it. But it's a perennial, and you can carry it over to the next year. But most of the people I've seen carrying them over to the next year, they go in there and cut the top out of it and just put that in water and root it. And that's how they carry them over to the next year. I don't know whether you can prune it and carry it over to the next year or not. I'm going to try it. I got one I've already clipped, and I'm going to try to see how that does. But it's really not that close to winter yet. Not here anyway. Here we got, we won't see no, it might get cold in late November, you know, a day or two or something like that. It usually does. Usually around the time they have the Christmas parade, which I don't go to it anymore. When my son died in '86, I quit going. He died right before that Christmas parade, and I went to the Christmas parade, and it was a real downer for me. So, because he liked that parade. So I don't go to it anymore, and they may not have it. They may not have it because of this COVID thing. Now, my daughter's telling me she's fixing to go get a booster shot. I said, I thought you had it. She said, I got my 2 shots, but I'm going to have a booster shot because of this variant thing that's come along. And I hadn't heard anything about getting a booster shot. I'm going to ask the doctor. I'm talking to the doctor on the 7th. and see if I'm in line for that. Because I don't want to get that again. No way, no how. And the stuff is still around, and it's still popping its head up over there at Walmart where my daughter works. My daughter had to fill in another lady's department that she works in because the lady's out with COVID. So it's still around. And I checked matter of fact, I need to check that again just to be sure. My temperature a while ago, about an hour ago, was 99.9. And then I checked it about 30 minutes ago and it was 99 point something less than 9, but I can't. Let me see what it says now. 98. 98 even. All right. I don't like that temperature stuff, boy. But yeah, my blood sugar's really been since I got that metformin. And I used to be on metformin. They took me off of metformin because they put me on Januvia, and Januvia has metformin in it. Now they took me off of Januvia and put me on. Let me read that. Let's see what the heck that is, in case any of y'all know what that is. Where is it? Where is it? Well, shoot. Where is it? Stanton. My graduate. That's not it. Oh, where it is. It is. It is Alogliptin. Alogliptin. And I'm taking that instead of the Januvia. And I think this must be a cheaper brand, but this doesn't have the metformin in it, and that's why they put me back on the metformin. So I don't know if this is expensive. I know that Januvia is, but that's a diabetic. I didn't see Troy. Where's Troy? 85. I've got a private chat with Troy tonight at 10 o'clock. Providing my internet's been going in and out all day. I got up this morning, 85 in Indiana. That's about what it is here right now. I got up first thing I got. As a matter of fact, I got up early. I got up at 5 o'clock, and I jumped over here on the computer and no internet, and things is so tight in this household right now that the first thing that crossed my mind when it wasn't, I knew it was on at 12 o'clock last night because I went and I was on it. But first thing that crossed my mind is, boy, I hope she paid the bill. She don't mean nothing by it, but sometimes she knows it's gonna get turned off, and it's been turned off a couple of times when things really got tight. And but she doesn't give me any foreknowledge. She doesn't let me know because she knows it's going to upset me. I mean, I don't raise Cain or anything, but she knows it upsets me, so she don't tell me. And then all of a sudden, it's off, and I've got 2 or 3 things hanging, like getting a video posted or something, published, and but that but it wasn't that. She said, no, the bill's been paid. So she went over and redone, turned it off, unplugged or something, plugged it back up, and it come back on. So I was glad of that. But it's went off 2 or 3 times today, for no rhyme or reason. And I, I don't like being in this situation. Uh, I wish I had people that I wish I had enough people watching the videos that it could earn me some money. Heck, even $100 a month would be a blessing for me. And I can't, I can't sit here and count on people giving me donations and stuff. It's tomorrow at 6 p.m. I thought it was Saturday. What about? No, it's Sunday at 6 p.m. It's I got it wrote down. Is it 6 p.m. or 10 p.m., Troy? Yeah, 6 p.m. Okay. Hey, I'm 80. I get confused. Oh, Lord. I got a funny story I'm going to tell in my next video. I feel bad for the person it's about, but he had it coming. He and her. There was this man and a woman, and they tried to pull a fast one on me. And it didn't work. It didn't work. And it involved the law. Anyway, I'm gonna have that in my next. Is Barbara there? Oh, there's Barbara. Okay. Who been giving our Russell thumbs down? Somebody's giving me thumbs down. It's probably that. What is that jerk? Because he left a comment a while ago on one of my live stream things that rerun, and he told me, how did he put that? He said, why do you keep having those lives? Nobody wants to hear you running your mouth or something like that. It's probably him. But I don't know if it's got to be a him. It's a him name. But somebody give me a thumbs down. It don't show up on here for me. Y'all have to tell me, is there just one or is there more than one? But can't please everybody, and I quit trying to do that a long time ago. I sure, man. And I've got to go in there on my description. One of y'all suggested I go in there and put and list that GoFundMe in the description on my GoPro. GoPro. But you know what? Right now I got a complete. Just come back YouTube. And they tell me I said, no, you ain't got Alzheimer's. You ain't even close to it. I don't know. They ask you questions, and they says, I'm gonna say a word right now. In a few minutes, I'm gonna ask you to remember that word. I might have trouble with that. I don't know, but I usually remember it if it's not too long ago. But sometimes I'll just forget something, just like I forgot YouTube for a couple of seconds. but it was right there, you know. Tell you what, this old stuff, man, it kind of makes you feel useless in a way, you know. I uh, Even that little piddly amount that my daughter gets from me once a month, she really depends on that. And so, and this morning I told her, I said, well, you have to depend on that. I said, I don't even have the option of dying of old age now. I got to hang around. I said, I hope I can hang around another 10 years. She didn't like me talking about that. But I'm a realist in a way, you know. It's fact. She depends on it, and I hope I can stick around a good while. I told her it's against the law, but I told her it was in jest. I told her one time, I said, if I croak at home, y'all drag me out in the woods somewhere and bury me and keep getting my check. Boy, she didn't like that. but I know a lot of people that's draw Social Security that's been dead for years that they got caught. The women that was doing it, it was usually a woman that was doing it. Um, but it's not much. She gets $600, and boy, that means a whole lot to her and the household, you know. And she was talking, said one day it's just gonna be me, you, and Donovan. She said because when this boy gets 18, I'll bet you he leaves the nest. He's talking about Jaden, the 13-year-old, and he's a mama's boy through and through. So I don't know if that's true or not. The only one I ever had leave the nest was my son when he died, and Joey when he turned. See, he left when he was 20, and now he's getting married. They're talking about kids and all that. You know what really tears me up about that? If they have a kid, I won't have access to that kid. It won't be right here with me like the rest of them been. And that bothers me. I want them all right here. I guess I feel guilty in a way. When my son died, I should have been the one going to pick him up, not somebody else. So I wasn't there for him. And when my wife died, I should have been going to the bathroom with her like I usually did. But that night I didn't go, and lo and behold, she fell, and it looked like she was going to recover from it, but she had a stroke. She never come home, and I wasn't there. I should have been there. Uh, been a couple other things in my life that I should have been there, and I wasn't. That time that boy, me and my cousins and stuff, we was off skinny dipping in this farm pond, and one of the boys that was with us, he drowned, and I feel like I was probably the best swimmer there. Hey, Lisa Picardo, how you doing, dear? Hey, Lisa, here's a prescription for you. You can It's Alogliptin. I pronounce it Alloliptin or something like that. They took me off of Januvia and put me on that, and it seems to be working a lot better. But it's what? Who in the heck is Irvin J? That's the doctor? I never heard of. Is it? That'd be a he. I don't know. Maybe that's who's calling. I got one gonna call me up on doing that. Talk to me on the phone. I'm okay. What? I don't want to ever depend on no one. I hope and pray for miracles. Yeah, it's from diabetes. Uh, yeah, I hope I don't ever have. Well, I had when I got that COVID, boy. If it hadn't have been for uh, Donovan, I don't know what I'd have done. I couldn't even get on the darn uh, potty by myself. Matter of fact, it took him and Jennifer both to get me on the pot. And then a therapist came by and showed us the easy way to do it, and that stopped that. Of course, I've got a whole lot more freedom now than I had when I first come home. Uh, I'm so happy about that. You know, uh, I I had to have help getting out of the wheelchair and into the bed. I had to help getting out of the bed and into the wheelchair. Now I don't have to have help with any of that stuff. Uh, I wish I could figure out an easier way to take a dang shower, man. That's still rough. I didn't see tyrannical. Is that? Oh, there he is. How you doing, Colonel? Sir? That's the man who went up through the ranks. And if you know anything about military ranks, that's a long road to go from private E1 to a full bird colonel. That's one step away from a brigadier general, or at least in the Army it is. Um, Matter of fact, our commanding officer in 28th Artillery he was a full bird colonel, Colonel Shuford. Colonel Shuford. he had a he had a daughter. He didn't like her wanting to date GIs. I don't know what the problem he had with that. Heck, he was a soldier. He didn't want her dating no GIs, especially anybody in 28th Artillery. he he was he was a good colonel. I liked him. I liked him. He didn't like me getting too casual with him when I come over and stuff. But she said she was an army brat. Every kid I know that the parents was in the service in the army, they say they're army brats. I was an army brat. They seem proud of it, so what the heck. But anyway, things is sure getting tight. They cut out all the extra stuff, because of the COVID now. It's everything's gone and don't look like anybody's going to get any more stimulus checks. I don't know. And Lisa was a brat. Lisa Picardo, she was a brat. Um, but my sergeant, my sergeant first class Lofton, uh, he he didn't want me dating his daughter. He had a hissy fit when he found out I was me and her was talking about going out. Yeah. I guess if I had, I probably wouldn't have. I wouldn't said anything about it. I'd like to talk to him, Charlie Lofton. He's one told me I was the dumbest white man he ever seen. That's when I that's when I flipped that water trailer over going up in the alert area. Back when that was when the Berlin Wall went up. I think it was 62. Was it 61 or 62? That Berlin Wall went up. We went on alert, and I had to go get a deuce and a half to pull all the small arms and stuff up, and the small machine guns and stuff like that. And I had to pull a water trailer. It was a deuce and a half. And it was a rough road, man. At some point, that trailer, it flipped completely over, ripped the top right off of that thing. Of course, all the water's gone. And Sergeant Lawson, I seen him coming. I looked in the mirror and I seen him. I could see him in the reflections of the light, and I seen him coming up there. Pearson, Pearson. Boy, that's probably why I didn't get. Well, my MOS wasn't right for that. No, he didn't have to do with that. I was a spec. I was spec 5. Well, when that happened, I was a spec 4. But the way that works, specialist ranks, they weren't in charge of groups of men. The non-commissioned officer, like a corporal or a buck sergeant, stuff like that. They were in charge of the personnel. The specialist was like I was an ammunition specialist and small arms specialist, and the guy that drove the gun that we were on is a 155 self-propelled howitzer, and it's a tracked vehicle and it's armored, but the top's completely open. And I'm sure glad I never had to go in combat with one of them things. Anybody come up alongside that thing and just flip a hand grenade over inside, and you're toast. You're toast. You're done. I don't even think they got them thing. Well, I'm sure they don't have them anymore. But the driver for that, he was a spec. He was a spec. I don't know if he got up to spec 5 or not. I think he was spec 4 last time I seen him. Now the gunner, he got promoted from PFC to corporal and then corporal to buck sergeant. That's the way that worked. No, I have my daughter. I took all the physical therapists I could get, but they cut me off. The insurance quit paying for it, and this wasn't through the VA. The VA would have. My medical problems were comfortably numb. I've got a lot of numbness in my feet, and my legs are numb all the way up, just barely past my knee. I could give myself a shot at right above my knee there on my thigh, and I don't even feel it. Well, I don't even feel it. I sometimes I do it in the belly, don't feel it there, and I'm not numb there, but it's just a very small. It's not a tiny needle. I don't know if I have one of them sitting here or not. No, I don't. It's a tiny needle. Here's one. There's one. I doubt if you could even see that. Can you see that? Can you see it? I guess you can. It's a tiny needle. It's not big as nothing. And I ain't gonna waste a needle. I'd stick myself in the arm and show you that I don't even feel them. But I have to do that twice a day. Uh, well, how many have I got? Oh, I got 18 in the house, or 18 on the porch. I don't know how many of them's in the house. Um, I kind of was hoping I'd see the Crazy Family, but I hadn't seen them. I hadn't seen Willow. I've got to remember that. Let me write that down. I need to holler at Willow. Dadgone it. I start worrying about people when I don't send. And Mary Beth, I got to send her a who else is it? Petite Fireball. She's fixing to get married, and they're going to be doing a reality show with her and her husband and her life there on Smith Island. They've already been there taking film footage and stuff. And she used to be involved with stuff in Hollywood, and she was an actress. Uh, I don't know how missed him, but I know I also got live with my kids on and grandchildren. But yeah, they're doing a reality show, and I'm gonna have to figure out how I can watch it because I don't have TV. I'm almost tempted to get me. I ain't gonna be able to get one of them things. I want one of them. They got them antennas now that you can stick on your window, and it's supposed to get you a bunch of channels and stuff, and it don't cost nothing except the cost of the uh, Brad. You would lose your mind when either and or both my parents pass. You know, I was closer to my dad than I was my mother, and I've lost both my parents. And if any of y'all been following any of my a lot of my videos and stuff, you know things wasn't good between me and my mother. And even when she died, it was nothing to me. I mean, I loved her, but uh, she she screwed me out of over $100,000. Let's put it that way. And so, but there was other stuff too. She abandoned me when I was 10. So, but I was closer to my dad, and my dad, uh, do I dare say it? Will they penalize my thing? He shot himself, did himself in the heart. He wanted to look good in the coffin. But he fought alcoholism all his life. I never knew him when he wasn't an alcoholic. But it bothered me then about my dad a lot. But my mother, it just, she lived in Virginia, and I hadn't seen her in years. And matter of fact, when I got married, it was like 15 years before I ever laid eyes on my mama. She'd never seen my wife or nothing for about 15 years when I finally broke down and went to Florida and saw her. Is that when it starts, Tina? You better dang well believe it. Matter of fact, I got to sign up with CBS.com All Access because yes, ma'am, I haven't missed one survival. Well, I missed the very first one, but then I went back and watched a rerun of it, and I was hooked. And I didn't like that guy that won that. What was his name? Dad gum. And he went to jail for not paying taxes. Went to jail. Yes, ma'am, I'm going to watch Survivor. I wasn't sure when it started, but I knew it started in September. I can't wait. I wonder if it's coming on Wednesdays or Thursday nights. No, they shouldn't. My dad, he had been dry for about 6 months, and he didn't. He was a foreman on a construction crew. Uh, they built these concrete highways and stuff, and got off Friday, come home, got up Saturday morning, went to town, bought him a pint of Stillbrook corn liquor, come home, drank about half of it, and then just did himself in. Do I live alone? No. No, I have never lived alone after I got married. I got a well, I don't have a full nest. My son died in '86, so he left the nest. And my middle grandson, my daughter never left. And my middle grandson, he's 20, he just turned 22. He left about a year ago, and now he's getting married. So no, I'm with my daughter, my oldest grandson that's 31. He has cerebral palsy, not really severe, but enough to where he draws disability. And my 13-year-old grandson, uh, he really likes coming up behind me and smacking my hat and pulling it down real hard on my head and stuff. And because he knows when I realize he's done, I can't reach him. I'm not quick enough. But no, uh, I'm not alone. Thank God for that. I couldn't stand it. I couldn't stand it. I hated that my middle grandson left. Dad's gone. I miss him so much, and he works right over here at Walmart. Same. He worked for Walmart for 2 years. Then he quit and went to work for Wawa. They offered him a good deal and was going to make a manager out of him and all this stuff. And he worked for Wawa here in Ocala, and then he met this girl. She lived in Gainesville. And so they moved in together, and he's living in Gainesville, driving to Ocala. So he got a transfer to a Wawa in Gainesville. And they cut out a lot of bonuses and stuff that they were supposed to get. So he's He's back at Walmart. Walmart told him when he left that first time that if he ever wanted to come back, he always had a home at Walmart because they really liked him. They was gonna make a CSM out of him, customer service manager, but he wasn't 21 at the time. But now he's on night shifts overnight, and I don't know what he's doing. Cause mostly they're stocking and stuff, you know. But he's there, and his girlfriend, she's there, and my daughter, all the same shift, and they're gonna and my daughter or my grandson and his girlfriend, they're gonna move to Ocala in October. They're already looking at houses, so he's coming back. I get $160 a month in stamps, Lisa. Uh, but there's no way in God's name I could. They know how much my Social Security is. They know I give $600 a month to the household, and they give me $160 to eat. But I guess I could start going to a food bank, but I'm not able. Well, if I had that big scooter that I've been wanting, I could drive my butt right over to a food bank. And matter of fact, I could probably get a job in that food bank. Uh, and if you work in that food bank, that entails a lot of extra benefits and stuff. That's another reason I'd love to have that thing. That would open up some things. Um, it's sad, don't get me going laugh out loud. Posted a new video. Did you post a video, Colonel? What the heck? I didn't know that. Dadgum. Let me write that down. Dadgum it. I didn't know that. INNICAL music covers. Mystery, if you do, if you got content, I don't know why I hadn't looked to see. I'm sure going. I'll go there. You asking me that, Lisa Picardo? What do I do besides computers and spare time? Uh, no, she's. I'm gonna have to go take a look. Yes, Pop. Uh, you know what I ought to do? I ought to get up in the morning, first thing, and start taking a video of my routine during the day, and that's pretty much the same day to day. I don't. I work out there on the deck when it's pretty. When the scooter's running, I go riding around the neighborhood and chatting with people. Uh, but that I'm scared to get out with. I go out in the yard with it. Uh, and I just I don't live an exciting life. Matter of fact, the excitement in my life is putting up videos and doing these live streams. Naparuski, she hasn't been on here. Yeah, I just don't. Well, I hate to put it this way. I don't really have a life other than YouTube and my babies, my grandsons and my daughter. And I'm so thankful for that. I can't imagine sitting in a house or an apartment somewhere all by yourself, wondering what your kids are up to. And I look at my grandsons as my kids because I was with them from day one. There was a couple of times that Jennifer moved out with Joey, the middle grandson, and that didn't work out, and she come home. Um, I don't. It's sad to say I don't have. I got the plants, but I got to cut back on them things because it's really crowding up that deck. And my daughter's wanting to put a couple of chairs on a little table out there, and that's going to do it. I wish we could get rid of that bicycle, but that was a present from Jaden's dad, and he does ride it occasionally. Um, I don't, I try to stay busy. I'm going to be putting some stuff up on eBay because this thing right here is a piece of crap. I I thought it was going to work out pretty good, but right now I can't even. I can turn it on, but it's very hard to get it to start recording. And my YouTube camera neither one of them work, so I'm pretty much stuck with this thing. And it's very hard to get decent videos with this. So I paid $25 for this, so that's what you get. I can push the button, turn it on. Now I'm gonna push the button to make it record. Dang, it started. It made a liar out of me. It's recording. Hey, y'all. Oh my gosh. But most of the time it won't start. Now let's see if it'll start recording. Yeah, it worked that time. But I've got some stuff. I got some medical stuff. And Lisa Picardo, where is some of that? I got stuff. I got stuff that the VA has sent me, and they keep sending them, and I tell them not to send it. And you probably know what this is here. And these are not cheap. And this is a whole case. I got two of these. I wonder what I got. No, I don't. I got some other stuff that's cost about $35 a box. And I've got probably 10 boxes of them. That's when I had a wound on the back of my leg, and they kept sending it, and they won't I can take it to the VA, but they won't take it because it's been out of their facility. And I even got, hold on a minute. If I didn't need that, if I didn't want that, look at this, Lisa. You know what that is? I've got about 10 tubes of that, and I think this stuff's about $20, $25 a tube. It's stuff that I was putting on that wound on the back of my leg, and they won't take it back. I'm not going to throw it out. And I see people selling this stuff on eBay. Uh, but I don't need all this stuff. I might keep a box or two or something, but I got stuff. But I've got about probably $300 or $400 worth of that stuff that it would bring on eBay. And also, I've seen people selling broken as is GoPro cameras. And they were asking, like, I don't know if they're getting that or not, but they was asking like $40 or $50. I could put both of these I got up. They won't even power on. So I'm thinking about cream for wounds. Yes, no, sadly can't return. No, they won't take them back. And they've never been open. Uh, but you can sell them on eBay. But I'm thinking about I can get another YouTube or a GoPro camera, a black 7 for around $209. But I can't get it unless I sell something like that. And I'm not going to touch that GoFund money. That GoFund money, that's for the scooter. So I'm not gonna do that. But that GoPro it spoiled me, and I like the fact that I can wear it on my hat, and I turn it on, then I can say GoPro start recording, or GoPro stop recording, or GoPro take a photo. You know, that spoiled it, and it made it very simple. But this thing here, it most of the time it's at a bad angle, and I don't know why. Maybe it's because the lens don't take in as much as my GoPro did. I don't know. But right now I'm stuck with this camcorder taking pictures. Pop, any senior center in your town or inquiring minds want to know. Pop, any senior centers in your town are inquiring minds and want to know. Try like I said for Scooter, check VFWs and the Lions Cup. Well, that would be great if it was a big, if it had the range that this one I'm looking at. This one I'm looking at's got 45-mile range on it. It'll go 45 miles, and that puts pretty much every place I need to go, puts it within reach for me, And that boy, this scooter I've got, it only goes like, it says 7 miles, but I doubt it. It might go 5, but that means I can only go about 3 miles out and 3 miles back. And with that scooter I'm looking at, it'll go 20 miles out and 20 miles back. So that puts pretty much everything in reach. I could go to the clinic. I could go to Walmart. Just a lot of places I could go. I could go back over to my old neighborhood and see Lucille. And some of y'all that's been watching me a while will know that Lucille, she's 90 something years old. And I'll have to run that video where she said we were sitting there talking. First day I met her, I was sitting there talking to her, and this is before COVID. and we were sitting there talking, and I got ready to go, and that old lady, she she laid a big old lip kiss on me. And I always got kisses and hugs anytime I say wasn't nothing wrong with her libido. I ought to rerun that video. I believe I'll dig that thing out and run it again. But I like Lucille, and she lives alone. Bless her heart. I worry about her, and she still drives, and she took me out to lunch a couple of times. I should have made a video of that. But I'd love to go back over and see her, and then a couple of other ladies, Caroline and Miss Ashley, and oh man, I done forgot the blind lady's name. Bless her heart, she got hit by a truck, going pickup truck, walking down the road with her stick. She's legally blind. Pickup truck hit her. Didn't really hurt her bad, but yeah. Where's Rena? I didn't see. Rena Roberts. That's Giggles. She likes to giggle. I've been watching her for a while, and she lives somewhere in the Middle East. I'm not sure. She's she's Filipino, and I like watching her. I don't watch as much as I used to, but and she likes to cook stuff. But I don't know how these Filipinos wind up over in some of them. I think she's in Saudi Arabia, if I'm not mistaken. First of the month, another $10 in GoFundMe. Barbara, bless your heart so much. Um, I feel like I might get there. I'm going to put that in my description, and I'm going to try to start another Facebook page. And somebody said I need to go on, I don't know, was it TikTok? I don't even know how to get to that. TikTok or Twitter or something. Uh, get a hold of Interfaith Ocala, Florida. They can have. Oh, that's a that's a food bank and stuff too. I wonder if my daughter's thought about that. Because I tell you what, things are getting tough. Now, if I'd have kept my tail in the service when my 6 years was up, if I'd have kept my tail in there, I'd have been drawing a. I don't know how much I'd have been getting. I don't have a clue. I don't think it's all that much. I might, if I'd have stayed in 20 years with the MOS I had, of course, they could change the MOS, but uh, I feel like I could have got up to about E7 or E8. But that's all, that would have all been, they might have switched my MOS where I could have been doing something else, but um, oh, Rena's back home. Okay, I'm going to have to go check you out again, dear. You know, people call the Filipino people the beautiful people. I see beautiful people all over the world, but I'll tell you what, Rena's beautiful. She's what is that? Shit town banging. Hello from Chicago. Are you new to the channel, Chit Town? Well, folks, I'll have to clean and cut up fruit and unload dishwasher. Good to see you, Pop. That's nice. I'm glad you have lots of lady friends. Go, Pop. Go, hey. No babies, okay. I tell you what, I wouldn't mind having a couple, but course, that's far fetched. That boat's done sailed. I sure love my babies. I wish my daughter could have a couple more, but she's 50. She's 50. Well, Chit Chang or Chit Town, I appreciate you stopping by. Keep checking my channel out. Raina, I'm going to check your channel out again since you're back in the Philippines. Um, I didn't know you'd moved back. So I don't even know how you people get jobs in them places. All right, Lisa, thank you for coming by. Barbara, appreciate it. Raina, hearts to you, dear. And dang, still got 17 in the house. Um, but I've been running an hour and 16 minutes. I need to get out of here, that's for sure. I appreciate it, guys. Have a good one. I love you all, and I'll see you. I'll probably have a live, I don't know, about Tuesday maybe or Monday. It just depends. I appreciate y'all.